said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
Say your goodbye.
Legends and use that term loosely. Palmer, guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He's got the tight end. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, you put yourself in a hole, not good.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to throw on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's over. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you have my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On my Braxton Miller shit. My Braxton Miller shit. Braxton Miller shit. No.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. no chance and call for the false start. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Marsh. At the 35, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. On the run, it's Haynes. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get
going for it all. Catch inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Right on the money. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Back to pass on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Frazier. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does a linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Arkansas State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He unleashes a long one. Snags it on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Marsh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not very much.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Caught over the middle, it's Barney. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marty. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Motion from the back. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Barnett. This one's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Frazier. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air, it's Barnett. Got the quick pass. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Now on the move. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. to throw. It's Underwood. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the right. Off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Barney. Open space at the 25. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Skips away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the clock, and he obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hauls it in. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Underwood. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Dogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
Snap it to the back. Running to Green. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They'll go right back to him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
At this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dave, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the end zone.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And a touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in on the left. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Barney. Smashes through the tackle. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Lost to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Marsh.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. Just making a play, getting his it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Barney. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wolverines. They move on top here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Georgia going up tempo. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Odom. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Becker. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Scrambling away. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll take a shot. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. To the air, it's Barnett. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game